Hello, everyone. This is Sherry at Soul Conscious Tarot, and welcome to What's on the Menu. It's an all signs reading that we do each and every week here on Soul Conscious Tarot, and this is a general message. It's timeless, so whenever you find it, there's probably something in it meant for you. Not every message will resonate with every single person because it is a general message, so keep that in mind. Also, feel free to watch any zodiac signs that you are drawn to. We go through the zodiac signs. We do 3 cards and some clarification cards and 3 final cards from the universe for each and every sign. If you're new here, welcome. Did you see that? The cards just flew out. Interesting. Never had that happen before, where they just all kind of flew out. I guess that's a good start. It sounds like somebody wants to talk. Let's see what happens as this reading goes on. So let's jump right in. If you're new, as I was saying, welcome. We finally hit our over 100 subscribers, and I thank you to everyone that decided to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, now would be a perfect time to do that and jump on the bandwagon and join us here. I do this reading plus a few others each and every week, and then I do monthly overview readings every month. So let's get on here. What do we have for Aries this week, please, universe? What do you got for my Aries folks this week, please? Cards are not being very cooperative today. That must mean that things are a little weird today. Let's see. These messages might be very interesting with these cards not being cooperative. You know what? I usually use this deck, but since it's being so feisty and it's taking a long time to shuffle, let's try the Light Seers deck instead and see if it feels a little bit better. Well, look at that. The messages are just wanting to fly out. So, Aries, you have the 8 of Swords. In your head a little bit? In your head much? Overthinking about something? What you going round and round about there? Something that you need to settle? Something that you need to set straight? Something that needs to be set straight? Looks like. And the High Priestess. So something's telling you that you need to set the record straight on something. Let's see if we can, I don't know what deck I'm going to clarify with now, since that one was being feisty. Now we'll go ahead and see if the Gilded Tarot will help and cooperate here. So let's get some clarification for you, my Aries folks. Boy, these decks are just being weird today. Okay, that one wants to come out. So the King of Swords, getting straight on something. I think you're having a hard time clarifying what actions you need to take, like what you need to do to set right. And I think your intuition is telling you, it wants that card there, So, basically, this doesn't surprise me, actually, that the Hermit's coming out there on that, because, the Hermit card is usually about going in, going within and using our inner wisdom, kind of learning something. It's going within so that we can figure out what we need to do, and then we bring that out into the world. So it's like you're taking a moment to get clear on something that hasn't been clear to you up to this point. And there's something that's definitely confusing you here, that you don't understand why the records haven't been set straight on something. So it's like you're taking a moment to figure out what you need to do, or how you need to go about doing it, and not sure exactly what that is, and which is why you're up in your head trying to contemplate how to move forward, how to take action, how to set the record straight. This doesn't even surprise me that you get the 6 of Pentacles and the Emperor, because that talks about everything we're talking about. How do you set the record straight? How do you bring justice to this matter? How do you, 6 of Pentacles is a card, for me, it's a card of reciprocity. It's about giving and taking, equal give and take. It's like what you put your energy into, you want it to return to you with that same equal energy. And, the Emperor is about taking that action. It's somebody that takes charge and takes action. And this is talking about wanting to take action and give to something to make something equal, to make it, especially with, the 6 of Pentacles, which is my card of reciprocity on justice. That's really trying to, equal the scales, really trying to make something balanced and equal. But I really feel at this time, Aries, that you really, or if you're dealing with an Aries, or if you are an Aries, they're trying to get straight on what it is, how they want to approach this, just to allow for this equal give and take in this manner. And they're a little bit, they're not figuring that out yet. They're still contemplating that, still turning it over in their mind at this time. And because there's something that they feel like there's a slight here, they feel like something's off, and it's definitely, they know that, they know deep down that this is worth giving to. The situation, whatever it is that's on your mind, Aries, is worth giving to. And that's why you're taking the time to really do that introspection and go inside and try and come up with the answer to the problem that's plaguing you right now on how to give to something, how and how to make it an equal give and take in the situation that that's on your mind, that's plaguing you at this time. So let's go ahead and get 3 final cards from the universe and see what they have for you to wrap this reading up. 7 of Pentacles, that's investing in something. Investing in something that matters. And I kind of alluded to that a little bit, that I feel like this was definitely something that you feel like working on. Your intuition, it's worth the value, it's worth putting the effort toward, or you wouldn't be contemplating and thinking about this, because it is something that you do desire. And we don't put the effort into, especially to take the time to try and resolve a situation, if it doesn't mean something to us. But this has been hard, and I can see that, not only with the 10 of Wands coming out here showing it's a burden, but, I felt that off of that the Ace of Swords too, of feeling that, where this has been plaguing you. And I kind of, I said that this is something that's kind of been bothering you, eating at the back of your mind, something that you want to resolve, something you want to take care of, but you're just not sure exactly how to do that at this time. And so I really feel like, that's what you're, if you're an Aries or dealing with an Aries, there's probably there's something they're trying to figure out at this time. There's something that's eating at them that they just, can't kind of, figure out the strategy. They can't figure out the strategy on how to take action, how to go forward in the way that they wish to go forward in. They haven't figured out the answer yet. So they're still trying to work on figuring that out. So that's what I have for you, Aries. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're joining me this week, thank you so much to everyone that is here, whether you're a current subscriber, a returning subscriber, or a new subscriber. Or somebody new watching the channel. I thank you for joining me this week. I wish you the very best. Joy, love, and light. Let's go on to my Tauruses. Okay, Taurus. What do we got for Taurus this week, universe? What do you got for Tauruses? What do they need to know? Ooh, looks like you're going to have a new start in something, new opportunity, a really lucrative opportunity is what I feel. Something really lucrative. Look at all that money, all that pentacles coming out. Oh, and the devil. So this might be, I'm really getting that this might seem to you that it might be too good to be true, is what I'm feeling off of these cards right off the bat without getting any clarification, but we'll see what comes out. But I'm feeling like there's an offer coming in and you almost feel like you want to give to it, but there's a part of you that feels like it's too good to be true, that it seems like maybe a little bit risky, like that it may be not as great as what you think it might be. Like there's something that's really putting you off, that it's making you doubt that this offer is really what it seems, is what I really am feeling like. So we have the Page of Wands and the Two of Swords. So yeah, it really is telling me, that there's this, you're curious about this offer, but you're going to sit on the fence about it. You're not going to be quick to jump at this offer. And I really feel like with that devil coming out, that you're questioning the validity of the offer is what I really feel like. You really don't know if this is something, yeah, and you got the Eight of Swords. It's everything is kind of confirming what I thought from the get-go here, is like you're really questioning whether this offer is legit or not, and this with the Lovers, I feel like this might be definitely could be an offer in love. and I really feel like we'll see what comes out. I want to finish this out, and then when we do the 3 cards from the universe, I'm going to ask the question of because I kind of want to know if this new offer, this offer that's coming in, is it really valid? Because I really feel like for you Tauruses here that this, you may be presented with this new offer, and for most of you probably an offer in love. You're going to question the validity of this offer, whether it really is genuine or not. And so let's when we do our final cards from the universe, we're going to find out if that offer is really genuine or not. And what's that card there? So this could be somebody returning from your past, and that's probably why you doubt that offer being sincere and being, a valid offer, whether it's going to lead to something solid or not, because this is somebody that potentially could be coming back from your past. And so you're not, it's going to put you in that hangman. You're going to be suspended. You don't know whether you want to take this offer or not, because of the fact that it's somebody returning that you have some history with. And I think because of that history, you're questioning whether, really if this offer is legit or not, because you've gone rounds with this person in the past. And I have a feeling that, they have a tendency, they have a tendency to make you doubt what it is that they're saying and doing here. For sure. So let's see, like I said, let's see, universe, can you tell me with these final cards, if this offer is actually valid or not? So it looks like I'm feeling that it might be, but it might be, I think that might be your doubts because of the history with this person. Let's see what other cards comes out. But with the Page of Pentacles, I feel like that they're trying to make an effort. Yeah, but it's gonna be rocky. I think that they're really trying. I really feel like they want to make the effort. They want to make the effort. They do want to have a solid new beginning with you. They do want to reunite with you. They do, I really feel like that the offer is genuine. However, that it's going to be a rocky road. It's going to be, it's not going to be smooth and easy sailing. There's some stuff that needs to be resolved here between you and this person before you maybe get on that smooth path, that it's telling me that if you want to take this offer, there is the chance for the potential for it to go somewhere, but understand that it's not going to, it's going to take small steps. You guys are going to have to, do things slowly and overcome the obstacles that you've had in the past, work through them this time. And I feel like this person, though, is definitely actually, wants to try to make it work. I think they're genuine in that mindset that they do, they're genuine in the fact that they do want to make this work with you. So, but it's up to you and your decision, 2 of Swords here. It's up to your decision whether you want to take that on or not, because the history with this person. And so you're going to only be the one that knows whether, that's something you want to take on, whether you want to, you want to work on this or not. But I think that you're going to be, for the Tauruses, this is resonating with, you're going to be a little skeptical about it. And I think it's dicey whether you're going to really pick this up or not. There may be a few that do take that challenge, but I really feel like for the majority of the Tauruses out there, they're probably going to give this a pass, or they're definitely going to take some time to think about it before they make a decision. So that's what I have for Taurus. If that message resonates, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to my channel, now is a perfect time. I would love to have you as part of my tribe here on Soul Conscious Tarot. I thank you for joining me this week on What's on the Menu. I wish you the very, very best. Joy, love, and light. Okay, we're up to Gemini. Hello, my Geminis. Hello to all the Geminis out there that are joining us this week on What's on the Menu. What do we got for Geminis this week? What do you want to talk to my Geminis this week about? What do they need to know? Oh, Going to be a little bit of a rough week for you Geminis, it seems like. Definitely. I feel like some stuff is coming up for you. Some stuff that has to do with why you're having trouble being happy. I think there's something that you feel like, I think you're struggling right now with this mind frame. And I think that all of us have been at this point at some time. So I think everybody can relate, that we have these moments where we feel like, like, why is our life not, going the way we want? Why are we not happy? Why isn't our life better than what it, why aren't we in a better place right now? It's that kind of a thinking that I'm picking up here is kind of like, that's what this pain is going to be. It's going to be around like feeling like you're not where you should be in life, or feeling like it's like a lack mentality of feeling like you're missing something, or that your life isn't what you thought it would be at this point in time. So that's going to have you a little bit in your feels this week. And I really just feel like it's that kind of a little bit of twinge of regret of that. Why am I not farther along in my life? Why haven't I accomplished something? Or it's along those lines. I mean, those are just examples of kind of like, why am I not, why am I still single? Why do I not have a family and kids? Or why am I not farther along in my career and profession? Or why do I not have this? It's that kind of thinking of, why do I not have this X, whatever X is for you, and is what I feel like is going to be the main focus this week for you. There's going to be something that that you just feel like you're lacking in your life, and that's what that Three of Swords kind of represents on that sun is something that you're feeling like you're just missing out on, or you like so much time has passed, like you have almost. I really feel like this kind of vibe of being, feeling like that you've been doing the same thing for far too long, and you're starting to realize that you need to get to it, that you've been sitting in this hangman position way too long, and you haven't been taking action and haven't been doing enough to get you to whatever it is that you feel is your happiness. So it's almost like that, like that you wasted too much time. That's what I'm really feeling off that hangman, is like this sense of wasted time in your life. And then you're healing that, you're trying to heal that, which is going inside, taking that time to really contemplate on that, and why you have drug your feet, on this, or why you haven't accomplished what it is, whatever this sun represents to you. And I think, what it comes down to is I think you're going to really start looking at evaluating all the opportunities that you've had in your life. And I think that's going to make you a little bit sad, because I think you're going to realize that you've passed some things by, and you're going to be a little bit hard on yourself this week, Gemini, because I really feel like there's things that you've passed by, and you're realizing what you have passed by in your lifetime so far, whatever age you are. There's things, the regrets that you have of decisions that you have made, and choices that you have made, decisions you've made, opportunities that you've had that you maybe didn't act on, is what I really am feeling. And so it's like you're trying to get straight on what it is you want, what makes you happy, and what direction do you need to go to make yourself happy? What is going to bring not only security, but also, something that makes us feel good, because we have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles here. So this brand new beginning, but from a place of, emotional contentment and stability, in the sense of whatever whatever that represents to you, whether it be a financial security or some kind of abundance that makes us feel stable and secure, something that is solid and tangible, that is going to endure, something that's going to give us happiness, that's going to endure. What is that thing? Where do you need to go? What's the direction? What new beginning do you need to have that's going to lead you down this road to your ultimate happiness? And I think that you in the past, maybe you've gone down the wrong trail, or you feel like you have. Maybe you haven't, but you feel like you have. You feel like you've wasted too much time. You've given to the wrong things, and you're starting to realize that you've given to the wrong things. And wasted a lot of time giving to the wrong things. And this has caused some challenges in your life, some difficulties and challenges in your life, Gemini. So let's wrap this up. 3 final cards from the universe, please. Give me 3 final cards for the final message, please, for my Geminis. So this is something that I feel like off of this Queen of Wands, it's kind of like I'm getting this kind of a mixed thing here. I'm getting one of kind of trying to ignore the problem a little bit, which is what I think you tend to do, is kind of do things to blow off and ignore the situation, which is probably one of the things that have gotten you stuck here. But I also feel like it's twofold in the fact that not only that, it's pretense. It's a lot of pretense. It's short-term thinking of let me be happy and do what I feel is right now, and not thinking about the long term. And I think the fact that you haven't thought about the long term is what's got you in a little bit of trouble here. What has made you, end up, you kind of broke your own heart, because, you've had a habit of, the Geminis that this is speaking to have had a habit of just acting in the moment, not planning for the future. And so now you're at this point that you're looking back at your life and saying, dang, I missed all these opportunities, and I missed them because I didn't think far enough out. I didn't think about where I wanted to be. I just took advantage of the moment in that moment, because that's what made me happy in the moment. And I didn't think about something that was going to give me this emotional and long-term success that was going to lead to something very long-term happiness, that you invested in emotionally, that gives you not only emotional happiness, but long-term lasting happiness as well. And I think that's, this is basically saying, this is telling me that this has been, the problem here, that led to this heartbreak, is kind of what I already said before the cards came out. It's kind of distracting yourself and not wanting to worry about the future, just worrying about the now, taking, doing what you want now, what feels good now, what makes you happy now. And then, then when you get down the road, you're like, oh my gosh, I've given to the wrong things here, because, I was just too busy having a good time and having fun, and I didn't want to think about, what's going to happen to me down the road, 10, 20 years from now. I didn't think ahead. And so now it's like you're trying to heal that part of you and come to terms with the fact of the choices that you've made in your life that's led you to this point now. And that's why this 5 of Swords here, because it's, you trying to overcome, the behaviors, the behavior patterns that led you to where you are now, that you're looking back and saying, hey, I need to heal this. I need to fix this problem, because I need to change something, because I'm tired of where I am in life, and I need to do something different. So that's a really challenging message. I'm sorry, Gemini, but it seems like you might, if this is resonating with you, this, you could have a difficult time either right now or in the future as we go on. You could be experiencing, if you resonate with this and this is something you're feeling, this is maybe not something that's going to go away really quickly. This is something that's going to take some time to work through. I mean, this is, a lifetime of behavior, of behaving a certain way, and it's not going to change overnight. It's not going to be easy to change overnight. And so it's going to take time, it's going to take time and effort on your part. And that's always hard when we have to change things like this, that is almost fundamentally, of who we have become as a person. Trying to change those fundamental aspects of who we are can be extremely difficult to change that if you're always used to acting in a certain way, and to change that behavior patterns can be very, 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 very challenging and difficult. It can be done, but it is very challenging. So, and I see, this tells me that it's a Gemini that does want to do the work. And I hope that you can do the work, and I hope that you can find your happiness that you're trying to achieve in your life. But I have a feeling this week is going to be a little bit rough on you, or if you're already in this energy, you already know that it's probably a little bit difficult energy to sort through. And you might be here for a little bit. So my heart goes out for you if you're struggling with this right now. So that's what I have for you this week, Gemini. Thank you for joining me. Feel free to hit the like button if the message did resonate with you. Also, thank you to all the viewers, whether you be a current subscriber, a returning viewer, or a new viewer. If you're a new viewer or you haven't subscribed, now is a great time to do that and join my tribe here, and so you can know when I do these readings every week. So I wish you the very best, and thank you once again for joining me this week. Joy, love, and light. Oop, I just put that in the wrong deck. I grabbed the wrong. I'm so used to using that deck for this reading, and I forgot I'm using a different deck this reading. So let's go ahead and put that deck way over there where that other one was, so we don't get confused again. Okay, on to Cancer. Hello, Cancer. Hello, my Cancerians. Thank you for joining me this week. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. Whether you're new, returning, or a current subscriber, I thank you and welcome you. So let's see, what do we have? So I shuffled all those cards, and the Hangman wants to come back up from the Gemini reading. So you are reminiscing about something. What do you, I feel like you want to reconnect on something. You're thinking about reconnecting with someone. Yeah, and then yep, that definitely tells me that's what that is. We'll get some clarification, but it's pretty straightforward, telling me that you're thinking about right now. There's no communication, but you're thinking about reconnecting with someone that you have some feelings for. Let's see what we get for clarification, because that's basically the baseline message. I don't think I have a whole lot. Yeah, reconnecting with somebody you have feelings for. It's just saying, yeah, that's right. And I feel like this with the Seven of Cups, it's just telling me that there might be some confusion on how to reconnect or whether you want to reconnect. I think there's something that's clouding the way. I'm seeing this almost like a cloud bank that's forming between these cards. I mean, I know you can't see that on the camera because it's forming from my third eye. I can see this cloud here that's like a wall of clouds between this Hangman and this Six of Cups. And that kind of give you an insight into a little bit on how I read cards a little bit. I get messages like that, or I see things that help me with the messages or outline the messages. So this tells me that there's something right now that's a block for you reconnecting with this person. And I think that's what is, why you're a little bit stuck at this time, why you're trying to figure out whether you want to make this, or I feel like it's mostly there's confusion around how to reconnect with this person. I think you just don't know how to reach out to them or how to rekindle this is what I'm feeling like. Maybe this person, this is a little bit defensive, on guard, and so you don't know how to approach them. You know, I really feel like you do want to approach them, but I feel like you're not exactly sure how to approach them or whether you should at this time. And I think that's why you're holding back and you're holding off, because you're just a little bit confused on how to go, what the approach should be, how to go about it, how to move forward in this situation, you know, how to show up and give this person the love or make them understand how you feel about them. You're hoping to lower their defenses, and I think that's you know, kind of, you're contemplating the strategy on how to go about weakening their defenses or getting them to let their guard down, to let you in, you know, so that you can have this new beginning. You definitely have a lot of desire, you know, to have, you know, I really feel like you have a lot of feelings for this person. So you're going to know who that is. Because I mean, you're going to know this is definitely representing somebody you have a lot of feelings for. And it's someone from your past, someone that you have been disconnected with a little bit, that you haven't been talking to, you know, that there's been this disconnect. And so you really do want to reach out to them. You want to reconnect with this person. This person's a little bit guarded, a little bit defensive, and you're not exactly sure how to bring those defenses down so that you can have an opening to try and reunite with this person. Although that's really what you desire. You definitely desire to reunite with this person, but I just feel like at this time you feel like their defenses are up. There's a wall up there, and you can't get through at this time, and that's leaving you a little bit confused because you just don't know how to bring their walls down to let you in, is what I feel like at this time. So can I get the 3 final cards from the universe, please? So the Fool, and I feel like that's definitely you. You want to be the Fool. You want this to, but there's, you know, it's like you don't know what to do in this matter, which is what's leaving you indecisive. It's, you know, whether you should move forward or not, whether you should go in a different direction or not, whether you should try and pursue this or not. You're not sure. You know, you want to, you know, you want to be that Fool. You want to risk it all for this person. You definitely do. But it's like you're not exactly sure, should you or not. Is this person ever going to be at a point? Should you keep waiting? You know, should you keep trying? I think you're a little bit on the fence about that, a little bit, you know, whether you should, you know, have this new beginning with this person or go in a different direction. And the Lovers can speak about a choice, and that choice is whether you want this person as your lover. And I think you're trying to determine, you know, a little bit of whether that's, you know, whether you want to wait for this person, wait for an opening for this person. You definitely have a lot of feelings for them. And I feel your desire to do that. But I think there's also something that's telling you that maybe, you know, waiting for that opportunity might be something that takes a while. So you're like, you know, there's a part of you that is thinking maybe you should, you know, just say this is a lost cause, you know, in a sense. I think there's a small part of you that is kind of, you know, saying, maybe I should just pursue something else. But the problem is, Cancer, is that you feel so deeply, you have so much emotion, so much feeling for this person, that it's making it hard for you to move on in a new direction. You really want to move toward this person. You don't want to move away from them. And that's why it's really hard, because I think, like I said, there's this part of you that kind of is like, should I just not wait anymore and go in a different direction? So it's like your heartstrings are being tugged, and it's like your heart and mind are against each other. It's like your mind is telling you to go in a new direction, but your heart is telling you this is the person you want. So your heart and mind are in battle and conflict a little bit, which is, you know, like you're definitely hoping for the wheel to turn and you to have a new beginning with this person, to have a new chance at this, and you're willing to risk that. But there is that little part of you still, Cancer, that's saying, that's kind of saying, little bit of doubt, just a little bit, just a little bit of doubt, not much, just a little bit of doubt in there, which is why this Two of Swords is popping up. So that's what I have for you. That's your reading this week. If you have any, if this resonated with you, or if you have any questions or comments, you can leave those down below. Feel free to like the video if it did resonate with you. I thank you so much for joining me and watching this video this week, and I hope you'll join me every week as I do these readings and a few others. I thank you for joining me, and I'm so glad you joined me, and thank you so much. I wish you the very best this week. Joy, love, and light. Okay, I think we're on Leo. Hello, Leo. Hello to my fellow Leos out there. If you don't know, I am a Leo sun. So hello to the fellow Leos out there. Let's see what we got this week for my Leos. What do we got for Leos this week? What do they need to know? So looks like you might have a new person coming in for you. I really am feeling like you might have a chance for a new relationship that might be coming on your doorstep. And I feel like this is going to be, when this person shows up, I really feel like it's going to sweep you off. I think you're going to get a little bit lost in it right off the bat. It's going to be a little bit, I think it's going to sweep you off your feet just a little bit. You're going to get wrapped up in it just a bit. Is what I'm feeling, that it might take you by surprise, and you might get wrapped up in emotions a little bit for this person. It's going to kind of be a whirlwind thing is what I'm really feeling. We'll see what comes out in the clarification. So Temperance. Interesting. I really feel like it might be a lesser soulmate that's coming in for you. I really feel like it might be someone that's going to come in. I really feel like it's somebody that's going to come in and sweep you off your feet. That's just going to say and do the right things. And it's just going to be like, they're going to make you feel so good. You're just going to get wrapped up and lost in the moment with them. But I also feel like it might be a little bit short-lived. So, I'm really feeling this caution of making sure that there is equal give and take in this. When this person shows up, make sure that there is equal give and take, and that it is going to be enduring, because I really feel like you're going to get wrapped up and swept off your feet, Leo. And I feel like that might be, it might be a little bit of a temptation, and you might give a little bit too much, and you might not get a lot back in return. So I really feel like, kind of be, I think this is kind of a little bit of a warning to say, if you get wrapped up, understand that it is, this might be a talker, it might be somebody that's not big on action and follow through. It might be somebody that knows how to say and do the right things to sweep you off your feet. But I really feel like, it may be short-lived, it may be just somebody wanting to have a little bit of good time, and somebody that maybe doesn't want to get serious. So if you're looking for that, hey, it's perfect. But if you're not, if you're looking for something that's going to be lasting and enduring, it just depends on what you're looking for, what your needs are, what it is that you want, and every Leo's going to be different. If you're somebody that, hey, you like having a little flings and, have some fun and good times with somebody that's short-lived, this is going to be perfect for you. But if you're a Leo that is looking for something long-term, it may not be that, it's going to take a lot, to get past this point of this kind of, quick turnaround behavior. I think that this may, I really am feeling like this is going to be something that's short-lived. And if you want it to be longer, it's going to take a lot of strength on your part. It's not going to be an easy road. I think that this person's just slightly a little bit immature. You know, they're not looking, there's somebody that's just wanting to have a good time, and they're not really looking for something long-term down the future, you know, or just to settle down with somebody. They're just wanting to have a little bit of a good time. So keep that in mind and take it as it resonates and how it fits for you. So, you know, you're going to know based on what you want whether that works for you or not. So there's nothing good or bad about that. You know, we all have those moments when, hey, we all go through phases where, you know, sometimes we just want to have a good time with some people, and sometimes we're looking for something more. It just depends on where you're at and what you're looking for. So it's neither here nor bad. So take it how it resonates and works for you, depending on what you want in your life, Leo. So you have the Nine of Cups, the Five of Wands. What's that card? And the Seven of Pentacles. So working on this is definitely going to be a challenge. And I kind of saw that with the Strength, and now we have the Five of Wands. You know, I think what's going to happen here is I really am getting a little bit of, you know, getting lost in the moment and maybe forgetting yourself a little bit. Like you might lose yourself in, because this person is such a sweet talker, they're going to get your emotions riled up, where you're going to really, you know, get the feels for them, and you're going to want to invest in this, and this is not something they're necessarily going to want to invest in. And so, you know, it's going to be, when it comes to, if you try and, you know, propose anything that is a little more serious than just a fling and having a good time, that's going to be met with controversy, and it's going to take some strength on your part. I almost feel like somebody that's going to get a little bit lost, lose themselves a little bit in this relationship, like I said, get wrapped up in it and lose themselves just a little bit, which is going to cause some, you know, may cause some challenges for you. So that's what I have for you this week, Leo. If you like that message, or if it resonated with you, or feel it resonates with you, or if that you feel like that is a reading that probably could resonate with you, feel free to hit that like button and leave any comments that you wish to leave. I thank you for joining me, whether you are a returning viewer, a current subscriber, or somebody new. If you're new, welcome. And if you're not subscribed, now is a perfect time to subscribe so that you can join me as I do these readings for you guys each and every week. I thank you so much, and I wish you the very best. Joy, love, and light. Virgo. Hello to all the Virgos out there. Let's get on. Let's see what we got for my Virgos this week. Universe, what do you got for them? What do you got for Virgos this week? What do you want to talk to them about? What's on the menu for my Virgos this week? The Page of Swords flying out of the deck, flying almost across the table. Page of Swords. So what are you learning? I think there's a lesson here you're trying to learn. I think there's something you're trying to wrap your head around, something that you're disappointed in, you know, and I feel like it's a behavior, you know. It's like, I really feel like there's some kind of confusion here. There's something that you just don't understand. And it's got you a little bit disappointed. And I really feel that it's like you did something and it didn't work out, and it's got you disappointed, and you don't know why it didn't work out. And so you're trying to figure out why it didn't work out. That's what I have. That's what the message that I am getting. So let's clarify here. We have the King of Cups. So this might be the fact that you're having a little bit of challenge about expressing how you feel in a situation. It's like what you do is not coming out right. You know, you're having a little bit of a challenge here when it comes to expressing how you feel. And I feel like that you're really trying to overcome this challenge that you have around expressing how you feel, Virgo. To really be clear on how you feel, like to express. I think you're trying to become a little bit more emotionally vulnerable, because I think you're trying to end being closed off or less communicative. And because I think that you've disappointed yourself in the fact that things have passed you by in love because you haven't been the best about opening up to people in your life that you care about, and that's caused some disappointments for you, or it might have caused some challenges of some kind to have these new beginnings, because you got to understand that everything in our life is tied. Our love life, our financial life, everything in life is tied. It's tied to our belief system, our core belief systems, and how we think about things. Whether we if we're positive and we feel like we can take on anything and do anything, then more opportunities will come to us. But if we have doubts and fears in any area of our life, that can apply to other areas of our life as well. Because, if you doubt yourself in any way and you doubt your abilities to do something, or, it could be as simple as somebody else has made you feel that way, made you feel like, that you're not able to express yourself, your emotions properly. And that certainly can be, because I'm really feeling that strongly, that, where you're doing this, trying to figure out what you did wrong. And I feel like you don't think that you did anything wrong, but someone else has made you feel like you've done something wrong, which is why you're feeling like you need to change or do something differently here, is what I really feel like. That there's somebody that has made you feel like you're less than enough, or that you don't do something the correct way. And that's got you questioning a lot of things about yourself. And I hope, if that's the case, if that's resonating with you, I hope that's not the case, because that is always difficult when someone makes us feel like we're not enough, or that we're less than enough. And usually it's because they have their own challenges that they need to go through, that they're projecting things onto you, because maybe they don't feel like they're enough, or that they're confident enough in their life that they feel like they need to bring you down to their level. But I see that you're, if this resonates, that you're challenged with, trying to struggle to be something that maybe you're not, or if somebody's making you feel like you're not enough and got you doubting yourself, is what I really feel like, that they've got you doubting yourself. And so you're trying to figure out a different way of being than who you are ultimately, so that you can make this person happy, is what I feel like. You're trying to do this for someone else, not for yourself. And I think that's what's making things a little bit difficult here. And because you're trying to change for someone else. Not it's kind of a fine line, because in a way, you feel like it's important enough, this person's important enough in your life to change for them, to change this about you. But I really would, I really feel like if you're in this energy, if this is resonating for you, Virgo, that it might be good to really take a step back, and it kind of is talking about this, with the Hermit being here, really go inside and really, kind of separate yourself from the person, and really look at other instances in your life or other relationships that you have in your life, and say, is it just this person that has a problem with the way that I'm being, the way that I'm showing love or showing, expressing myself? If it's just this person that has a problem with me expressing myself, it's them and not me. If you have other people in your life, other relationships where people have not had a problem with you and the way you express yourself, then you will know. If you can, separate yourself from this person and look at it from that angle, you'll know whether it's them or whether it really is you. And that's how you will know whether you really should change, or whether it's the other person that probably needs to do the work and change. That's a good way of doing things. If you're always in doubt, or someone makes you confused and doubt things about yourself, or somebody makes you feel like that you're not good enough and need to change, it's always good to separate yourself from that person. And this doesn't have to be permanently. It's separate yourself enough that you can go in and reflect. And like I said, compare that situation to other situations and see whether, that kind of behavior, or you've had other people in your life that have said the same thing or have had the same reaction in the way this person is. If other people in your life have had that same reaction, then it might be something within you that does need to be looked at and changed. But if it's only this person that seems to have that problem with you, then that tells me that you have a few cards that came out here. That really tells me that it might be them and not you. So, take that with a grain of salt, and how it works, resonates with you. And that's how you're going to, have a better way of understanding whether it's you or them. So these are the cards that flew out. We have the Nine of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Star, and Five of Cups. So this is just showing me that defensiveness around who it is you think that you are. Like that you're really not only, that was Four of Cups. For some reason I was thinking that was Five of Cups too. But this is actually, kind of a it's escalating a little bit with the Five of Cups coming out here with the Four of Cups there. So I have to take that into account, that it's a little bit of an escalation and energy of feeling like this person is making you feel like, making you put up those guards, making you put up those boundaries, making you feel something that you're not, and that's what the Star represents us. It represents, everything that we are and everything that we should be. It's our path. It's our guiding light. It's our destiny. It's what we're here to be and do, the person we're meant to be, and the path we're meant to walk in this lifetime. And this person is disconnecting you from that, in a way. And it could be that they're just shining a light on something that needs to be changed in you, which is triggering, those defense mechanisms, because whenever somebody mirrors to us a behavior that makes us become aware of something, it can trigger us. And of course our guards and defenses are going to go up when we get threatened in some way. And this is really telling me that this is a challenge if you're going through this and experiencing this. But as I said, I kind of already gave you a little bit of insight on how you can understand whether, this is something that you need to look at or something that the other person needs to look at. And I hope that does help you, that example of how to do that I hope that gives you some guidance and help on sorting through that if you're going through this. And I'm sorry that you are experiencing someone in your life that is making you feel less than enough, because that's never a good thing, and it makes us, it makes us feel small, and nobody likes to feel small, and no one likes to feel that way, for sure. So yeah, I hope this helps. I really do hope this helps. I think this came out for a reason, and I'm sure some of you definitely need to hear that, and I hope that it helps you in some small way. So that's what I have for you, Virgo. I wish you the very best this week. Joy, love, and light. Okay, Libra. Hello, Libra. Hello to all the Libras that are joining this week, whether you're our current subscriber, a returning viewer, or a new person. If you're new, for all of you, welcome. And if you're new, a special welcome to you. If you are not subscribed now is a great time to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and join us here each and every week as I do these readings. What do we got for Libras this week, please? What do Libras need to know this week, please? Okay. So what are you holding on tightly to? What are you holding on to? Behaviors that you shouldn't? Libra, is there some behavior that you need to let go of that you're clinging tightly to? Something that you feel like it makes you happy, but maybe isn't really making you happy. You're just obsessively thinking that it's making you happy when it really isn't. You think it's your happiness, but I think that that's deception. I think with that devil there that it's deceptive, that you think it's your happiness, which is why you're holding on tightly and clinging to it. But the devil is telling me that that may not be it. That may be otherwise, that you just are kind of being a little bit blinded by the brilliance of whatever it is, that it really isn't making you happy. Yeah, do you see she's blind? You see that? You know, she's blind. Blinded by the light. Blinded by the light. That's what I'm getting. That you're blinded by the brilliance of the sun, of whatever this represents to you right now, that is, you think is making you happy, but I don't think that that's necessarily the case. Don't think that's necessarily the case. I think that you're giving your emotions and your time and energy to something that is maybe not the correct path. I think you're just not, it's deceiving you. It's deceiving you. You're giving to the wrong thing. I think you think that this is whatever this is, you think that it's giving you what you want. With the Queen of Pentacles here, you think that it's leading to something substantial, and you're giving to it because you think that it's, but yeah, that's on the devil. You know, you're giving to something that is not the right thing in your life, you know. And I think you're moving in the wrong direction towards something that is a false happiness, is what I really feel like. Yep. See, look at that. You move toward, that is a false happiness. This what this is it's going to end up causing you pain. You're holding way too tightly to something that you feel is your happiness, which really isn't your happiness. I think if you really look at it, Libra, you're going to find out that's not really your happiness. That's really not what you want. I really feel like you're blinded by the brilliance of something that's really got you blindfolded at this time. You're not seeing clearly. You're not seeing what it is you really, really want. You know, I really feel like that's the case here. Okay. Sorry, Libra, if this is resonating with you. I hate to do that to you, because nobody wants to hear that they're following the wrong thing, that they're maybe going down the wrong path, you know, that they're being blindsided by something, deluded in a little bit of a way, kind of a little bit deluded by something that deep down in your heart, you feel like this is your happiness. But there's something that's telling you that it's not. There's something that is also kind of making you, doubt that this is your happiness. And it's because it comes with pain, to get this happiness comes at a cost. And to this point, you've been willing to pay the price. But, excuse me, I'm starting to wonder if I'm getting the vibe here that with this coming through the way it is, that you're starting to realize that this is coming at a cost. This happiness is coming at a cost, and you're wondering if there's a different way. You're starting to doubt a little bit there. You're starting to doubt. You're starting to wonder if there's a different way, if there's a different way to go about things and get what it is that you want, I think that you're starting to understand that this may not be the happiness that you seek, that there might be something different, that there might be a new opportunity, there might be a different way of doing things than the way that you currently are, or looking at things in a different way than you currently are. I think you're slowly starting to take the blindfold off or if you're not there, you're getting close to taking that blindfold off and seeing this situation for what it really is, and seeing how it's caused you pain. Even though you thought it's what you really wanted, I think you're going to start seeing otherwise here very soon, if you aren't already. So that's what I have for you this week, Libra. If that message resonated, and if it did, I know it's a hard message and some of it's probably not going to be received really well, but it is what it is. I have to read the cards the way they come out, the messages they come out. Somebody definitely needs to hear this. So if it resonated, you can hit that like button. If you don't want to, I fully understand. I mean, this is a hard reading. So like I said, I'm not going to probably make any fans off of this reading, but it's somebody definitely probably needed to hear it, and that's why it came through. So that's what I have for you, Libras. I really wish you the very best this week. Joy, love, and light. Okay, Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio. Hello to all the Scorpios out there. What do we got for my Scorpios? What's on the menu for them this week? What do you want to tell them? What do you want to tell my Scorpios this week? What should they need to know? What do you want to talk to them? So a little bit of being a little introverted this week. Got some stuff that you're processing. Definitely processing some stuff. For sure, Scorpio, some stuff that's coming up, maybe some stuff you're transforming. You are coming out of getting close to coming out of your season. So there might be, so at this time, there's some stuff that you're looking at, like maybe making some change. You know, you're all about death and rebirth and transformation. That's your sign in a nutshell. It's all about transformation. And I think that there's some things that might have come up through your season here that you're looking at to change. And I think some behaviors that you're looking at to change. I think you're stepping out of your pride and ego a little bit, knocking that down, taking time to really go within and make some changes that you need to make for yourself is what I really feel like. So let's see what we got for a clarification. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles. Definitely feel like that. So this is definitely working on yourself. This is definitely doing what it takes to be good with yourself, to make your life the life that you want it to be is what I feel like. And so it's just showing me, that you're trying to learn or move away from things that aren't serving you anymore. That there's something definitely, definitely the moon has a big effect here. I know that we just had a solar eclipse. I think we're getting close to a lunar eclipse sometime soon. I don't remember the date of it offhand, but I really feel like these eclipses at this time, as well as the full moon and everything that's going on. I also feel a little bit of the 11/11 portal like that's coming up here soon. That this is really a time where you're gonna sit down and walk away from things, like where you're gonna really, he's got his sights set on the future, and I think that you're really evaluating some things in your life at this time, Scorpio, and I think you're gonna make some major changes for yourself, and it's gonna be for yourself. It's not gonna be for anyone else. It's gonna be for yourself. What you want and what you desire. To make yourself the person that the life that you want to have, that you're going to do what it takes to make those changes that you need to make in your life, for sure. And I think because I really feel like you're tired of a certain behavior here, that you're ready to set down. You're ready to level up. I'm getting level up off of this Hierophant card. You're wanting to level up. You're tired of acting a little bit immature in some aspect, and I get this is with this King of Wands. I'm just feeling like this, of being a certain way. There's a certain way that you're just tired. You're setting it down. You're like, I'm no longer gonna act like this or do this anymore. It's like you're growing up a little bit, maturing a little bit, leveling up in your life, getting a little more real with yourself is what I feel like. Getting a little more real, setting out that kind of putting down that behavior of being a little bit immature and naive, and naive, not the right word, more like a little bit of maturity. Like I said, I really feel like growing up. This is a page to a king, so it's growing up. You're wanting to grow up a little bit here, and give to things that are going to be, more mature, that are going to lead to leveling up and being a little bit more mature, is what I feel like, Scorpio. It's like you're setting down childish behaviors, childish things, and growing up a little bit. And I don't think, that doesn't mean you can't have fun. It doesn't mean you can't have a good time. It's just, you're just getting in a little bit more mature energy than you were before, is what I feel like. There's some things you're changing in your life to make yourself a little bit more mature, is all. Nothing, well, it could be, for some of you, could be pretty major and transformative. Who knows? It's going to be different for every Scorpio out there. Oh, nope, it wants that card. Okay, I gotcha. So this is just telling me, this is stuff that has, maybe learned behaviors that you're looking at from your childhood, from your past, and really, wanting to invest in changing those things that maybe don't suit you anymore from your childhood, those behaviors, learned behaviors from your childhood. You're wanting to, set those down, set those aside, and pick up this more mature, because, I'm getting more mature because we're going from, where we have a lot of fire. We have the fire can, it ignites quickly. It's usually a short-lived. It's usually in and out, or short-lived. It's something that you have a flame that flames up and then it goes out. It comes in as quickly as it goes out. It's usually not enduring. Where we have pentacles. You're looking at pentacles. You're looking at more stability. You're looking at something that's going to be more stable, that's going to last. It's going to be more enduring. That's why I said, I really feel like, for the Scorpios this reading's for, that it resonates with, is somebody that is wanting to mature a little bit in their life. They're willing to set down childish things and put the work in to leveling up and becoming a little bit more mature, getting in a little more mature energy than what they have in the past. So that's what I have for you, Scorpios. If that message resonates, you know what to do. Hit that like button down below. Feel free to leave any comments. And I thank you so much for joining me, whether you are a current subscriber, a returning viewer, or a new viewer. If you are not subscribed to my channel, now is a great time to do that. So you can hit that subscribe button below and join me as I do this reading and others each and every week and every month. I thank you so much. If you're already a subscriber, thank you for supporting me. I wish you all the very best. Joy, love, and light. Okay, Sagittarius. Hello, Sagittarius, and hello to all the Sagittariuses out there. Hello to my Sagittariuses. What do we got for Sagittarius this week? Oop, that card flipped right over. You got two cards that came out. So it wants that one first and then this one. So we'll go ahead and get those out there. So you have the Six of Swords and the Five of Wands. This is some difficult energy. Definitely sorting through something at this time. And the King of Wands wants to pop right back up there. That was just in that same position for Scorpio's reading. But a lot of other different cards to go with it. So really feel like you're in rocky waters. Like you're really dealing with something right now that is really a little bit challenging. And I really feel like there's this conflict, like you're butting heads with someone is really, I really feel like, Sagittarius. There's just somebody that you're maybe bashing heads with around you. And this doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partner. It can be anyone in your life. It could be a coworker, it could be a friend, anything, a parent, a sibling, whatever. Someone you're definitely butting heads with is what I really feel like. Let's see if we get what we got for clarification here. That's interesting. The Death upside down. Yeah, my deck is right side up, so that's interesting. I always read with my cards all right side up, so I usually don't take reversals unless they come up like that as a reversal, because usually my cards are not in reverse. So it's very significant if they come up in reverse. So Death in reverse. So this tells me, that this isn't ending. It's an ongoing, going round and round, not ending. Wouldn't be surprised if we have the Wheel coming out here, because it's kind of a round and round. It's a stalemate, round and round, not getting any anywhere. Stalemate. You're butting heads with someone and it's not getting anywhere, not going anywhere. Five of Wands on the Five of Wands. Look at that. Five of Wands on the Five of Wands. Definitely, this is definitely a challenging situation for you, Sagittarius. It seems like you can't get anywhere with this person. You can't come to any kind of resolution with this person. It's just battle after battle after battle. You just can't seem to solve the problem that you two are having, you know, resolve it and get past it. You just kind of keep going round and round. It's a stalemate. Neither one of you are gaining headway, you know. And I do feel a little bit this is a battle of wills. I really do feel that you're kind of having a battle of wills with this person, which is part of the reason why you're going round and round with them, because you both are trying to win in a way, you know, like I said, kind of both strong-willed, both trying to win a little bit, being a little bit hard-headed. Both of you, you know, nobody wants to give, nobody wants to let back down, and that's what's causing a lot of this issue right now. So, but I mean, I do feel like you want a solution to this. It's like, you know, I think that there is a little bit of a challenge around there's this part of you that kind of wants to set that ego down, that kind of wants to set it down to get to the heart of the matter, to get to the truth of the matter, and you know, can't understand why you guys can't just talk this out logically like adults, you know, like. And I think the problem is it's gotten too far beyond that point, that there's too much emotion in this right now, because it's been going on long enough, or you guys have been going around and around long enough that those emotions are in there that have got you guys kind of stuck in a gridlock where you're almost like bulls that are stuck, you know, their horns are stuck together and you can't get anywhere. You know, they can't get untangled because they're so tangled up that it's hard to get past it. And I think that, you know, there's definitely, you know, understanding that, you know, you do want to set this down. You want to resolve this like adults, but I think the feelings are too high, you know. It may require some distance to, some time for this to resolve itself, or for something to change or something to give in this situation. It may just take you guys walking away from each other and moving on for a short time. The Hangman wanting to come out again. Yeah, I really feel like it's going to take one of you seeing things from a different perspective and setting down your differences. And I feel like, Sagittarius, there's a part of you that does want to do that you do want to set your differences aside and work this out with this person, that you're tired of the battle. But, and I think that's why, you know, the Hangman's coming out doubly, is there's, you know, like that introspection of trying to do things from a different angle, a different perspective, trying to see something from a different viewpoint than what you currently are, or what has been currently going on. I see that you have a kind of a desire to try and find an answer, which is to end the problem, you know, because you're tired of the cycle not ending. And so you're going up in the Hangman's tree to try and see if you can find an answer to the problem, because you're tired. You're really tired of this going the what direction it is. You're tired of the round and round. You're tired of this just not ending. You definitely are wanting to see things head in a new direction. You know, that's what I'm getting off of that, is to see things head in a new direction. He's not looking back. He wants to look forward. He wants to go in a new direction. And that's what I think that you want to, Sagittarius. So that's what I have for you this week. If you like that message or it resonates, you hit that like button down below. I'd love to have you as part of my tribe here. So if you're not subscribed, now's the time to do that. Hit that subscribe button down below and join me each week as I do this message, plus a few others. If you're a new viewer, thank you for joining me. Well, thank you all, whether you're a new or returning viewer or already subscribed. I thank you so much for the support to my channel. I wish you the very, very best this week. Joy, love, and light. Capricorn. Okay, Capricorns, hello, Capricorns, hello, and welcome to my Capricorns out there, whether you are a new, returning, or current subscriber, a returning viewer, or a new person. If you're whoever you are, whatever status you have, welcome and thanks for joining us. If you are not a subscriber, now's a great time to hit that subscribe button down below and join me as I do this reading each and every week and a few others, plus some each and every month. So, what do we got for my Capricorns this week, please? What do you got for my Capricorns? Looks like you're having some challenges around having a new beginning in love is what I feel like. I feel like there's something that you want to say to somebody. It's like there's something, it's like you're wanting to kind of have this, I really feel like you're challenged a little bit around a situation when it comes to love. Like I really feel like something's being difficult. I think that there's part of you that wants to, that wants to get in touch with this person, wants to do something with them, wants to spend time with them, wants, I'm really getting like wanting to spend time with this Knight of Cups, wanting to spend time with this person, wanting them in their life. But for some reason that's difficult. And I really feel like it's more a mental challenge. I think that you have a history with this person and it's become challenging for you to get over past feelings. And I think that's, your intuition is coming up this time, which is what's causing the conflict. Because I think your intuition is telling you something. It's kind of setting off a red flag for you. And you're almost kind of ignoring that, Capricorn, to continue pursuing something that you know is not probably best for you, is what I kind of feel. But we'll see what happens when we clarify. So definitely the universe is kind of saying that you do need to take some time to think about this, to really get straight. I'm not taking this death in reverse. That was in reverse for the last, and I think I just put it back in the deck reversed. I'm not feeling reversed on that. So, because that was in the Sagittarius reading, and it came up in reverse, and I think I just put it back in the deck reversed. So I don't think that was intended to be a reversal. So just so you know, not feeling reversal energy off of that. So this is just telling me that, you need to really take the time to get in touch with your intuition. And once you do, it's going to take you a little bit of time, but there's something that definitely needs to end. I think that your intuition is telling you the situation that you're trying to go after and resurrect, it needs to end, or it needs to transform in some way, which is why the Five of Swords is here. Because, every time you try and go toward this person, problems happen. And then I think it's because of something in you that's kind of trying to get your intention to say, that this may not be the best course of action, that this may not be the right thing for you, and that's why you keep, because there's other opportunities here. There's other choices here. And I think you're brushing those aside. I think because you're focused here when you should be focused on these other possibilities. I think that that's what happens, is your intuition, when it's kind of saying, hey, it puts you in this confusion every time you move toward it, because it's trying to get your attention to other things, and it's leaving you confused, because you're just like, well, I really want this, but then there's a part of you that kind of really doesn't, so you're a little bit torn, and that's why you end up in your head, because it's like you're trying to go after something that in your, deep down, your intuition is telling you is not right for you, is what I really feel like. Yeah. Your intuition is telling you that this isn't right for you, to seek something else, and to end something needs to definitely end here. But it's going to take time to figure out what it is that needs to end here. And this could be, it's kind of like the situation of rejection can be a blessing. What's the saying now? I can't even think of it. Rejection is redirection. Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of. And that's what this is. It's kind of the universe kind of making things not happen, because there's something else out there for you that you're not, you're not giving, you're not seeing because you're focused over here instead of on the other opportunities, which is why the universe is like kind of putting you in timeout a little bit or not letting this move forward because there's something that needs to change here, whether that's in you or change the situation altogether. Either leave the situation altogether or for it to move forward, there's something that needs to change within you to make this dynamic work, is what I feel. Yeah, because this has been, I mean, it's hard. Every time you try to go forward with this person, it's difficult. It seems to not work well. It keeps kind of falling apart. You can't seem to get somewhere, with this person. It's like your dreams and hopes keeps getting dashed because it seems to be a challenge. And the reason it is a challenge, Capricorn, is because this is maybe not the person that you're meant to be with. The universe is trying to, or your intuition, I should say, is trying to tell you, both the universe and your intuition is trying to tell you that this may not be the person for you. And that's why there's these challenges here, because you guys aren't aligned right now. And so that's, there's a decision that needs to be made. Oh, we had lots of cards fly out there. Let's see here. I'm definitely not taking all those cards. I don't think any of them. Okay, we'll keep going. I didn't feel any energy off of any of those cards that they wanted to come out and play. So, okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Lover's card. So I told you that this has been difficult. It's caused you a lot of anxiety, Capricorn, that trying to bring this together, trying to bring it together with this person. It's not been easy. It's actually, been very, very difficult for you moving forward with this person. And there's a reason why. It's really the universe is trying to make you look at other options, make you look at something else. It's trying to get your attention, basically. Because you're so singularly focused in one direction, when the universe is saying, hey, there's a lot more opportunities out here that you're not paying attention to. There's something better for you, than this. We have something better for you, but you need to set this down, which is going to require you, setting that down, ending that, or ending your desire for that, so that you can move forward in a new direction. Or it could be set, and if you really headstrong set on this person being the person for you, something needs to change in this dynamic, and you guys it's going to be difficult until whatever that is changes in the dynamic. And I can't be specific because, there's so many people out there, and everybody's situation's slightly different, what they're going through with their person. So you'll have to take that how it resonates and apply it how it resonates to you. So that's what I have for you this week, Capricorn. If that message resonated, hit the like button. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, whatever you feel fit to do. I thank you so much for joining me this week, and I wish you the very best. Joy, love, and light. Aquarius, hello to the Aquariuses out there. Hello, my Aquarians that are out there joining me this week. Thank you so very much. Thank you, whether you are a current subscriber, a returning viewer, or a new viewer, welcome, and thank you for joining me. If you're not subscribed, now is a great time to do that, to join us here on this channel and become part of my tribe. I would definitely love to have you. I love everyone so deeply that supports my channel in any way, even in the smallest way. Even if you're just showing up now to watch this, I thank you and appreciate you so very much. Thank you so very much. I do have a thank you reading out for my subscribers, because I did hit 100 viewers, or sorry, 100 subscribers. So that's still up. There's still a chance to win that deck if you want to check out that thank you reading. If you're subscribed and you want to check out that thank you reading, the details on how you can win a tarot deck are in there, that you can go check that out if you feel you want to. So we have for you, my Aquarians. It looks like you are really toiling about moving in a direction. I think you have a direction you want to go, and you want to convey that. Like I really am feeling like there's something that you want and desire, something you want to, a direction that you want to go, but there's a little bit of anxiety around that. Like it's giving you a little bit of, I really feel like it's more that kind of, I really am getting off of this being overthinking all the details. Like, say for an example, you're moving places, buying a new house and moving locations. It's all the little things. Like this represents all the little things of moving. And this is just an example. It's, take it as, it's just an example. It's not going to be for everyone. But it can be other things in your life. It doesn't have to be moving, but I'm just using that as an example. So, so this is like, all the little details that you have to take care of when you move, like I have to change your address. You have to box everything up. You'll have to change, there's address, all kinds of things go in to change your address everywhere and in all your accounts. And it's all the little things that have to be done to do that move. Or even if you get in a new job, it's the overthinking all the things that you need to take care of in regards to the direction that you're trying to move toward, Aquarius. Whatever you're trying to accomplish here, whatever this is that it represents, that you're ready to move toward, you're ready to take swift action toward something to make a change. Definitely feeling like, that things that need to get done, things that need to be said, and things that need to get done, definitely double fold. This is the devil's in the details here, kind of, really obsessing over the details of what needs to be done in regards to whatever it is you're moving toward, so that you can have that peace of mind again, trying to strive for that. But it's almost like somebody with a little bit of ADHD or OCD, in a sense of just really, really worrying about every little detail, like everything that needs to get done, obsessing over everything that needs to get done. And I think it's because this is extremely important to you. Whatever this is that you're moving toward is extremely important to you. It's something that you really, really want. You know that this is going to bring your happiness, which is why you're wanting it to all go right. You're wanting it to all go your way. And I really am feeling that, there's just a little bit of fear here, anxiety, fear that you're going to forget something or miss something and it's going to fall apart because it's something that you really do want, something that you really desire, and it's going to bring you some happiness. And that, this is something that you feel is going to bring you happiness in your life. And so that's got you a little bit wrapped up right now. You want your fear is that you're not going to succeed. That's there's this little bit of doubt here of not that I won't succeed, which is, that can be, that tower is representing those limited beliefs that something's going to come crumbling down and you're not going to have the success that you want here, which is why you're overthinking every little detail, because you just don't want this to fall through, is what I really get, Aquarius. Whatever this is, you just don't want it to fall apart and fall through. So you're trying to do your due diligence to make sure that nothing happens and nothing falls through and nothing crumbles down, because you want success here. You want to make sure that you have success. Is basically what I'm getting. You have the Two of Pentacles and you have the Knight of Swords out of 3 decks here. Look at that, 3 decks of Knight of Swords, really, really having something, really conveying that there's a direction you're going, something that you want to do and say, something that needs to get done, something that you definitely have something moving very, very quickly. And maybe that's, maybe with 3 Knights, 3 Knights of Swords, which is the fastest moving knight in the deck, coming out 3 times, that it almost indicates that you're rushing to do something. Like it's like you want to make sure that it gets done quickly, so like you're under a time crunch or something. So you're being so, it's so rapid and so quick. And that's what's got you stressed out a little bit, is because you're afraid you're going to forget something. You're afraid that something's going to be missed, which is why you're a little bit up in your head. You're just, because everything's happening so quickly that you have to take action so quickly that you're afraid you're going to miss something. You're afraid that something's going to fall through, that you're fall through the cracks. And so that's why you're a little bit having a little bit of a challenge, a little bit of fear, not a lot, but it's just that anxiety that something you're gonna miss something. You're gonna miss something, and it's gonna fall apart. So that's what I have for you this week, Aquarius. If that message resonated, hit the like button down below. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, leave any comments that you're moved to leave. I thank you again for watching this week and joining me and supporting my channel. I wish you the very, very best. Joy, love, and light. Okay, Pisces. Hello to Pisces. Hello to all the Pisces out there. Thank you for joining me this week, whether you are a current subscriber, a returning viewer, or a new watcher. Thank you for coming and supporting me this week. I appreciate you all so much. If you're not a subscriber, now is a perfect time to do that. Just hit that subscribe button down below and join me as I do this reading plus a few others every single week. So here we're starting out, Pisces, with the wheel. Something's definitely changing for you. What's changing? What is changing? What is changing? What is changing? Oh, getting out of a period of introspection, of healing. Definitely, I think that you definitely have been looking at something in your life that I really feel like there's this time of being introverted where you've kept to yourself, where where you haven't really put yourself out there. And I think that that's what's changing, is you're ready to put yourself out there again, Pisces, is what I'm feeling. You're ready to get out there and put yourself out there. That you've been in a period where you've been a little bit guarded, a little bit, kept to yourself, a little bit, quiet. Been in, kind of been off doing your own thing and not really putting yourself out there, not really engaging with people out, like friends, family, whatever, or just getting out there. I think it's kind of like a homebody feeling, like you've been really introverted and a homebody lately. And I feel like that's changing. I really feel like that's changing for you. I feel like, you're tired. There's something that I think that you went through this period of transforming in some way almost, that really gave you insight on something. And I think you're ready to get back into the world, after learning whatever it is that, that came to mind, that you kind of worked through. Because I think on the backside of this, I think it really helped you, whatever this time period was where you were kind of off to yourself doing your own thing. It really, like, you're emerging as it's like a flower blooming. That's what I'm seeing, this picture of this flower that's opening up and blooming. And I feel like that's what's happening. It's almost like you're about to open up and glow, almost like a glow up is about to happen, because I feel like you're starting to transform something, that something is changing within you because of something that you have uncovered during this time of introspection, Pisces. I really feel like there's something that has happened that you've really looked at. It's like, I really feel that healing energy, like something you really just healed, a deep part of you, a deep wound within you that is letting you emerge, emerge like a locust, or a lotus flower blooming. It's a flower blooming. That's what I keep seeing, this image of a flower blooming, opening up and blooming. And that's what I feel for you, Pisces, is what's occurring, is that you're emerging into this beautiful thing, out of a cocoon, into just emerging into, like, from the, a larvae and into a beautiful butterfly, because this is something I really feel like, you look at these energies on this, these cards of being guarded and healing, that this is, when we heal, sometimes we can be, overthink. We go round and round with things, and it takes a lot of strength to get us out of that pattern of overthinking, to overcome that pain we sometimes cause for ourselves, and learn a new way of being, of getting the wheel to turn, and turning it in a way, that is in our favor, because we've learned the lesson, and we've awakened to a new way of being. With the Hangman and the High Priestess here on the wheel, that really tells me you're emerging and awakening into this new being, new you. The new you is coming through, is what I really feel like. So with that Page of Wands, it's that new you. It's like you're a child again. You're learning your way. Everything is new because you're seeing things from a different viewpoint, from a different set of eyes than you have in the past. And that's causing things to attract a lot of things towards you, potentially soulmates, but other opportunities. This, to me, the Two of Cups, it can represent two soulmates coming together, but it also can, it represents lots of unions. It can represent contracts. It can represent joining together with someone or something, in something that is a very strong contract of sorts. So this is really just telling me that, you're emerging, and because of this new lease on life that you've got, a new way of looking at things, you're attracting things to you that are potentially going to be something significant in your life, that could be significant in your life. And you've got your eyes set on the prize, on the horizon. You're looking at, life from the new lens, new eyes, and a new way of being, and a new way of thinking is what I have. That's the message that I have for you. And if you're not in this energy yet, I really hope that this will resonate for you. If you're not here, that it will be at some point in your immediate future, I hope. But of course, it is a general message, so it's not going to resonate for everyone. But if this did resonate with you, you feel free to hit that like button and leave any comments down below that you wish to share with all of us. I thank you so much for joining me this week, and I wish you the very best joy, love, and light.